Hello one and all, this is Hybridsteel. Thank you very much for joining me in today's trashed video. And quite literally it is a trash video because we are playing the pre-alpha of Trash, which is in 0.21. The downside to this game is it's a little bit broken. And when I say a little bit broken, I think the hotfix knackered the game up. The reason why I assume this is because this is my third time trying to record this video. The reason why it's my third time trying to record this video is, well, because number one, I found a lovely glitch that basically when you're doing the tutorial screws the game up completely. You can't progress any further because the game won't let you progress any further. When you do get past that point, the game can't go any further. It seems like the dialogue gets sort of stuck and then you're done. I'm hoping it's all teething problems. I actually bought this game. This isn't a freebie. I bought this with my own money because, in fairness, it's actually something I enjoy, like automation and cleaning up the planet. It's all good, you know, put rubbish in bins. That's pretty much what we should all be doing. This is like the next generation, apart from you're running an entire planet that turns itself into a recycling heap. But it's all good. Let's skip this bit. Sweary. Okay. So I've spent 5 minutes on the planet already, and I've already been abused by my superior, and I know that I'm going to be taking over. So he's miffed off because, well, I'm supposed to be his replacement. I'd be a little bit miffed as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the shop. And what you want to do first off is you want to be buying the things that are going to... Oh, wow. So one button does... Oh, my God. This is what I mean by the game's slightly broken. I can't use that button. The reason why I'm glowing blue is because that's the colour of the screen. Right, so the things that we need to start with. I need to buy this. Gonna buy that. We're gonna have to make some money to start with. So the problem that I've basically done myself is that I've bought something that's too expensive to start with, and the tutorial is going to tell me I can't buy the gun because I can't do this, but I can make the money to buy the gun. It's going to take a really short time to get it. So unfortunately, what's going to happen is we are at site A, yay, and we're going to pick up this tire and we're going to waddle it over to the belt. This guy's life is officially sucks. There we go. Hey, cool. Because we need 20 bucks. Okay, so this is where the tutorial keeps bugging out for me. Buy the gun. Leave the... So I can't leave the shop unless I push escape. Then I go into this and I can't select the gun. So that's where the tutorial ends. Basically, if you don't know what you're doing by now, then you're done. That's the end of the game for you. But the plus side is I've done this game a couple of times, and I watched Raptor play it, and I've watched a few other people playing it. And what you've got to do is you've got to start earning money. And the best way to make money is to buy exactly what I just bought. For some reason, my belt isn't working. Maybe it's just not charged up. But no, the game seems to have crashed. That's bloody handy, isn't it? Give me a second. Yes. We've just had to relaunch the game. All bugs aside, this game has got potential. It's got a bit of panaz. I actually like this game. Downside is there's a fair few bugs in this game that can really hinder you. See, now my conveyor belt's working. Yay. And we haven't had any trash delivered, so that's going to happen. So yeah, now all I got to do is wait. Normally there's supposed to be stuff on the floor that I can work with. Downside is apparently that ain't happening yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get ahead of myself. I'm going to build a conveyor, but that should just about... It's very, very obscure. And I've never had to wait this long for a load. It's very... This is so strange. Let me just exit out and see what happens again. There we go. Nothing. Okay. Well, for now then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand here and wait. I've actually got to wait 1 minute and 15 seconds until something turns up. So bored. Okay, so I'm going to explain a few bits whilst we're waiting. What we want to be doing is we need to set up a grinder here where this is. Then behind it we need to set up a recycler, and then behind it we need to set up the incinerator. The reason why we need to do that in this row is the grinder breaks down all the big stuff. The recycler gives me all the elements, and then anything left, like rubbish bags and crap that the recycler can't have, it'll cash out and give me money. That's what we're aiming for. That's basically the entire game. And what you need to do is you need to sort of gather everything up and throw it into the recycler. Now, apart from that, there is nothing else to do after you've finished this. After you've finished this area, that's how broken this game partially is. And now I'm not getting any rubbish at all. I literally have to start this game again. I'm not a happy bunny. What the frick? It seems to be every time I reload this game, it just gets worse and worse. There is no texturing. The game is broken. Again. Let me just reload the whole game, shall we? You want to start a new game? Yeah. Ratatouille, the desert planet, again. I have this feeling that version 2.1 has decided to absolutely just smack the game a brand new hole. I have high hopes for this game, right? Later on, I can see this game working. I can see this being a very good, cheap indie game. But for now, it just seems broke.
Several days later.
We're back up to where we were before. Alright, cool. Now, we should be receiving bundles, and I mean bundles, of crud. Just one more and I can do it myself. Whoa, whoa. Mamma mia. Here we go again. Now I'm going to extend my incinerator by 1 block. And there we go. A flawless system for burning rubbish. That's all we needed it for. That's all it needs to do. The reason why we're just filing it into the incinerator is because that's earning us money. Don't really care about the rest of the elements at this precise moment in time. We just need cash. Just going to tidy up the edges, you know, put them on the conveyor belt. It's all good. As long as nothing big drops on this belt, we're all right. You need to basically clean your conveyor belts off. Big stuff doth not go through. So big stuff goeth over there. We are so close to our $450 goal, guys. If you are enjoying this video, don't forget you can hit the like, subscribe, notification button below for all of the updates, and I'd love to see you all back in another video. Holy crap, the button works. Okay, there it is, the grinder. Yep, that's the one we were missing. So we're missing the grinder. You know what, I'm going to buy the solar panel as well. And then the next thing we're going to want to buy is... So what we now need to do is we need to go and set up my plant. I will make it, I will set it up, and I will show you exactly what we need to do. And this will make it basically where you won't really ever miss much in the way of rubbish. Things will just work after this. And I would actually say that I'm going to give this as a promise. This will work better than Todd Howard. Okay, that's a big gap, but we're going to fill that up with conveyor belt. We take our recycler and we put that in front of that, and that's all good. Then next what we need is the grinders. Now the reason why you're doing it in this order more than any other order is because, well, the grinder knocks everything down and then you can get up again. And then what happens after that is that it basically channels everything backwards. So the grinder goes through to the recycler takes everything, and then when the recycler's finished with all the crap and it's just left with like a bag of crud, goes through the incinerator. One thing I did sort of hone into when I was playing this is I'm not sure what this cylinder thing is. It never seemed that important. So as you can see, the game is sort of working a bit better now. The reason why is if you look over above my head, there's an actual air quality problem. I'm creating a problem. I'm polluting the planet. Well, that seems to be creating a nice long channel. Obviously we've got some bits in the middle that are a little bit sort of stuck, but this does happen. You know, it's the center of a conveyor belt. There's no moving parts there. It's going to get itself all blocked up, isn't it? So we need to start sifting through the main haul of rubbish. So the best thing to do, again, is to take your conveyor belt tool and start building a really, really, really long conveyor belt. And what you want to do is, from here, you just want to start building out everything that's going to line itself up with your grinders. That's it. And then everything else you just want to filter into the middle. So everything on the outside goes on the outside. And then you don't have to worry about anything else ever again. In all fairness, once you've got to this point in the game, I mean, we're, what, 10-15 minutes in? And we're done. And there we go. That's one whole side. I would basically say that's probably about it. The only bit of cleaning you'll ever have to do is this, right? Things get stuck down the sides, you just filter it through. And it's all good. Once it's all cleaned up, it's all cleaned up. You don't have to worry about anything else. It's just because the sides of these things aren't like flush to the actual machines. There's like a little gap around the outside. Sometimes I think it is something to do again with the hot fixing. I think there's a problem with the game. It's just these things get stuck and they look like toilet plungers, but they get stuck inside the belt. This is a little bit, it's not very good, but it's just one of those things you just have to keep an eye on. So last thing we need to do is purify the world. Now in order to purify the world, we have to have the blueprint for the air purifier. Buy the air purifier. My one tiny little solar panel that I've got working my entire factory is now going to run an entire extension of Glade plugins. Right? We are going to purify this world so much that the world will smell like a hazy breeze of like violets, and it'll be fantastic. Alright, as you can see, pollution sort of running rampant, happening. It'll just keep... What are you doing with this? No. Anyway, so what we now need to do is we need to work on the Glade plugins. Now, thankfully, that one little, that one tiny, insignificant solar panel, it's generating enough power to put through all the power into this plant, and we don't have to worry about putting anything down anywhere. Not only have we created one of the best like things ever for holding rubbish and getting rid of rubbish and making a shed ton of cash and elements and everything, but we're now healing the planet with its air quality. I think that deserves a round of applause if I do say so myself. There you go, and that is literally how you beat this game Trashed, and it has only taken me 40 minutes. So apart from that, there's only a few little other things you can do in this game. When I say that, it is a little bit slow. Now, on this table there are 3 contracts. There we go. So I've got all 3 jobs in one go. And there you go. I've already completed. Oh, would you look at that? I've completed another one. And because I've got the air quality up to 301 now, the green starts coming through. In order to keep the air quality above 301 the whole time you play this game, you need a ton. What you want to do, if you want to make this a lot better for you, is not put out so much stuff. And this would be a reason why you only have like 1 incinerate. Now I've done all the contracts in this game, I've healed the planet, and even when the incinerator is going, everything stays green and I don't have to worry. And at the moment, this is how much the game has got. This is literally everything that's left. Basically, I've finished it. There's nothing else for me to do. I have no idea what to do, and the only thing I could do maybe is I could try for a new game, because I've just finished it again. And I could go to another planet? No. Cool. But there you go. I finished Trashed. I will do another one of these a little bit later on when the game's more completed, I will say. When it hasn't got as many game-breaking bugs and things do actually work, and I don't have to keep resetting the game until my entire life has imploded on itself. My head's exploded and the world has just come to a bitter end, and I'm cleaning up the particles off my life in a massive garbage chute on a You get the idea. I'll come back to this when the game's a little bit more complete. I do like it. It has got potential, but at the moment, it's buy at your own beware. You're buying a broken game. You're buying a pre-alpha. The game. Well, I'd say you're not buying so much of a broken game, but you are buying a pre-alpha. This game is subject to change. This game is subject to a complete overhaul. I mean, this game could get turned into a unicorn hunting for all I care, and at the end of the day, at least it would be finished. But thank you very much for joining me. This has been Hybridsteel. If you have liked this video, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notification button below for all other updates, and I'll be back here with a brand new video, live stream, or whatever else I do on this channel. If you do want to help support this channel now, you can with the little join button over in that corner over there somewhere. Basically, you pay this channel a couple of £1 a month, and it goes towards supporting the channel, like making sure the computer still works and upgrading kit and buying games and everything else that I do over here. So thank you very much for coming by. I'll see you all another. Peace out, have fun, and enjoy everything you guys do. Fist bump, fist bump, fist bump. Catch you guys later.